You've probably had the experience of picking your cat up for a cuddle, only to have them wriggle out of your arms, like, "Not right now, human, I'm busy." It doesn't feel great, and can cause you to wonder whether your kitty even enjoys it when you give them cuddles. Do they ever really want to be petted? Or are they just putting up with it because they know they rely on you for food and shelter? Are you just incredibly needy, projecting your desire for affection onto the hapless animal like those crazy cat people you hear all those jokes about? In this video, we're going to look at easy-to-miss ways that your kitty may try to ask you for your attention and affection. If you spot any one of these 10 signs of feline attention-seeking behavior, then you can rest assured that your relationship with your kitty really isn't as one-sided as it might appear. But before we dive in, why not subscribe to our channel and join our feline-loving community for more advice on how to read your kitty's behavior? Sign 1. Cats know that they're difficult to see when they're on the ground and we're standing upright. The average human is, after all, about 6 times the size of the average cat. Thanks to their tree-dwelling ancestors, however, cats are blessed with an incredible ability to jump and climb, allowing them to reach high shelves and the tops of furniture to put themselves at our eye height. If you notice that your furry friend keeps popping up at eye level when you're walking around your home, that's a sign that they've been trying to capture your attention in the hopes of receiving pets. Sign 2. Much like spoiled kids, and what cat parent doesn't spoil their fur baby at least a little bit, cats will sometimes resort to bad behavior in order to get a busy human's attention. Does your kitty knock things off the counter or scratch up the curtains? These behaviors aren't unnatural for cats, and other things can cause them. But they're also techniques that bored kitties will sometimes resort to in an attempt to get their cat parents' attention. As such, if you notice an increase in bad behavior from your kitty, it might be worth asking yourself if you've been paying them enough attention lately. Sign 3. Ever gone to try and do the laundry only to discover your cat is sitting on top of the basket and refusing to move? Or sat down to work only for your kitty to lay themselves across the keyboard? Or even had your cat sit in front of the TV screen during movie night? Cats aren't dumb, and they don't do these things by accident. They may not know why their cat parents are so fascinated by flickering screens or boring household objects, but sitting on top of or in front of things we pay attention to is their way of saying, "Hey human, have you considered paying attention to me instead?" And they're cute enough that it often works. Sign 4. You should always take your kitty to the vet if you seriously suspect an illness or injury. However, some felonious little felines have been observed pulling a sickie in an attempt to gain tea and sympathy from their cat parents. This usually happens after the furry little con artists themselves, or another cat in the house, has suffered a genuine illness or injury and gained a lot of attention as a result. In general, it's better to waste money on a vet visit than risk your cat getting ill because you thought they were faking. But one way you can generally spot a furry faker is by watching them limp. Cats who pretend to have a leg injury know to feign a limp, but don't seem able to remember long-term which leg they are pretending to have injured. As such, they'll often swap legs. It's important to remember, fun as it might be to think of your cat as a deliberate shyster, that it's unlikely that they really know what they're doing. They know that limping gets them attention, but they don't necessarily know that that's because you think they're injured. Cats are good at making connections, but those connections aren't always logical. They may just think that you really enjoy watching them limp for some reason. Sign 5. Simple, but effective. Thanks to our own evolutionary history of being hunted by saber-toothed cats in primeval forests, humans are primed to pick up on it when some furry creature is narrowing its eyes at us from a distance. If your cat is constantly staring at you, that means they're asking for attention. If when you catch their eye, they slowly close their eyes and then open them again, that's not their attempt to make the staring less obvious. A slow blink, also known as a cat kiss or an "I love you" blink, is your cat's way of showing you affection and asking for it back. Sign 6. Cats will often follow their cat parents around the house. Cats who have outdoor access may even try to follow their humans down the street when they leave the house. You might think that they're just bored and looking for entertainment, but chances are they're following you in the hopes that you'll cuddle them, or at least take pity on their poor legs and decide to carry them through the house. Sign 7. When you fall asleep and leave your bedroom door shut, does your kitty claw and yowl at the door until you open it? Not only does the noise make it hard to fall asleep, but waking up in the middle of the night to hear something clawing at your bedroom door can be a pretty terrifying experience, until you realize that it's just the cat and not some kind of boogeyman. Many cat parents sleep with their bedroom door open because of this, which was of course their kitty's plan all along. A human who is in bed is usually too tired to fend off affection and may reach out to cuddle an enterprising cat in their sleep. Sign 8. Many cat parents have noticed their kitty's obsession with following them into the bathroom. It's bad enough when you're going in there for a bath or a shower. Many cat breeds love water, but it's even more embarrassing when your kitty seems intent on seeing you taking care of business. It's not like they don't object to being watched when they're using the litter box. In truth, the reason for your kitty's obsession with the bathroom is that a human who is sitting on a toilet is a human who probably isn't going to move for at least a couple of minutes. As such, they're unable to avoid the attentions of a cat and will often end up petting them. Sign 9. Every cat owner knows that you just don't disturb your poor kitty by standing up when they've chosen to sit on your lap. But sometimes things will happen, such as the building catching fire, or an alien invasion, or the zombie apocalypse, that make it necessary for a human to stand up and leave. In these situations, your cat may choose to move their paw on top of your leg or arm in an attempt to stop you from moving or trying to push them away. They know from experience that they're not actually strong enough to keep us from moving, but they also know that they're cute enough that you won't want to remove their paw. Maybe you can try fending off the zombie horde while sitting down. Sign 10. You might notice your kitty nuzzling your belongings, rubbing their face and body against your stuff. There are 2 reasons for this. First of all, they're scent marking your belongings to mark them as their belongings, as well as to get some of your scent onto their own body so as to affirm to other cats that the 2 of you are a team. At the same time, however, in a cat's world, sharing scents is a mutual activity. By rubbing their scent all over your stuff, they assume that you'll feel obliged to show good manners by rubbing your scent over them, by petting or cuddling them. The average human may not generally be aware of this particular piece of feline etiquette, but cats look so cute when they do it that they'll often get their cuddles anyway. Your cat asking for attention and affection is proof that you've gained their love and trust. This is an important thing for every cat parent to acquire, and it's equally important that you don't accidentally lose it. Check out this video for a list of 10 innocent-seeming things that can cause your kitty to lose their trust in you forever.